A young waiter worked in a fancy restaurant where wealthy people came every evening. He was humble, hardworking, and always carried a smile, even when customers treated him badly. One night, a man in an expensive suit walked in with his friends. From the moment he sat down, he made it clear he felt superior. He snapped his fingers at the waiter, shouted over small mistakes, and laughed with his friends, calling the young man useless. When the waiter politely served their food, the man pushed the plate back. "This isn't hot enough. Can't you do anything right? People like you shouldn't be working here." Friends laughed, and the waiter lowered his head, quietly apologizing before hurrying back to the kitchen. Another customer, an elderly woman, watched all of this unfold silently from her corner table. She noticed how patient the waiter remained, even while being humiliated. Hours later, the restaurant closed, and the man in the expensive suit left without leaving a tip. The waiter sighed but said nothing. The old woman walked up to him on her way out and smiled gently. "You did well, son. Don't let their words break you." The young man nodded, grateful someone had noticed. The next morning, the same arrogant man returned to the restaurant, but this time he wasn't laughing. He was nervous, adjusting his tie constantly. He had a business meeting scheduled there with a very important investor, someone he had been chasing for months. He wanted everything to go perfectly. When the investor finally arrived, every staff member froze. It was the same elderly woman who had been sitting quietly in the corner the night before. She walked in, gracefully greeted the manager, then looked around until her eyes rested on the waiter she had seen yesterday. Smiling warmly, she said, "I'd like this young man to serve me, please." The arrogant man stood up eagerly and stretched out his hand. "Madam, it's an honor to finally meet you. I've been waiting for this opportunity." But the woman didn't take his hand. She looked at him coldly. "I don't shake hands with people who look down on others." His face turned pale as everyone in the restaurant stared in shock. She sat down at the table and looked directly at the waiter. "Young man, you handled yourself with dignity last night. Tell me, how long have you worked here?" He nervously explained his story, how he was working to save for school, how he supported his younger siblings, and how he dreamed of becoming more. She listened carefully, nodding with respect. Then she turned back to the arrogant man. "I came here to choose someone to manage one of my new companies. Yesterday, I was deciding between you and another candidate, but after what I witnessed, my decision is clear." She smiled at the waiter. "If you're willing, the position is yours." The waiter's eyes filled with tears. He bowed his head, whispering, "Thank you, ma'am. I won't disappoint you." The arrogant man